Today's video is what's it like to be friends with a narcissist. I've had a lot of narcissistic friends. Am I a narcissist? That's what we should all ask ourselves, right? Or at least minimize narcissistic behaviors. Like, I don't consider myself a full-blown narcissist or even really a narcissist because I do have extreme empathy for other people, which lacks in narcissists. Narcissists have a major lack of empathy, and that's what makes them narcissistic. It's a cluster B personality disorder. Um, so basically, yeah, I mean, narcissist being their friend, it can be a really positive thing. I mean, if you're getting along with a narcissist, it can be a pretty positive thing, you know. If they're happy and you're happy, they're getting the supply that they want from you, whether it be sex or money or a place to stay. Then your relationship more or less is going to be pretty, for the most part, pretty good. I mean, yeah, you're going to get those narcissistic behaviors like gaslighting, other abusive verbal behaviors, could even be physical. But basically, what's it like to be friends with a narcissist? It really depends on what stage you're at in the relationship. Um, I think the love bombing stage is probably the best for people like me, because, that's when they reach out to you. A lot of times the narcissist will come into your life and then dip out of your life. It goes love bombing to devaluement and then devaluement to discard. So when they first come into your life, they act like they value you. They act like they care about you. Perfect example, my ex-girlfriend had ghosted me for 2 years, and then she was homeless in her car. Right away, she starts liking all my Facebook posts. She came over, gave me a hug, was super sweet to me, super loving to me during that love bombing stage because she was looking for a place to stay. For the first couple weeks, we got along great. We weren't full blown, boyfriend girlfriend at that time. We were more or less just friends because we had formally, been together a couple times. We had sex a couple times. So that's going to answer your question. What's it like to actually be friends with a narcissist? Like I said, it depends on what stage of the relationship you're in. If you're in the discard phase, it can be really bad. Just for example, when my landlord kicked my girlfriend's dogs out of my house, or my friend, you can call her whatever you want. We had slept together a few times. It's in my book, that's like a girlfriend. If you're having sex with someone, that's like a girlfriend. But as soon as the landlord kicked her dogs out, immediately she ghosts me. Immediately she starts devaluing me. Immediately I'm the biggest prick in the world. She got all her friends against me, everybody around me against me, turned friends against me, went on a smear campaign, said things to my friends that weren't true, that ultimately ruined my friendships with those people. So really, that's the best way to answer your question, is it depends on what stage you're at. If you're in the love bomb stage where you're just meeting the narcissist, it can be great to be their friend. As long as they're getting all their needs met, as long as they're getting the supply that they want from you, sex, place to stay, money, then they're happy. But if you stopped having sex with them and you were having sex with them, they might start devaluing you for that because you're not giving them the supply that they want. Narcissists, believe it or not, when they're in a stable stage with you, they can actually be pretty good friends. When you're in a stable stage with them, when things are going well, they can be good friends, because I've had 2 friends that were full-blown narcissists. One was a male, one was a female. And during me and the male's friendship, he was for the most part pretty good, when he was a full-blown narcissist, and until the end of our relationship, when he started devaluing me as a friend. That didn't feel good. And then just ghosted out of my life. I haven't seen the guy for over a year. Same thing with my ex-girlfriend, who was a full-blown narcissist. Everything was great for us the first couple years. It seemed like it was great. And then as soon as devaluement stage hits, they just devalue you nonstop. So that can be really hard to mentally deal with when you're being constantly devalued by your girlfriend or your boyfriend, when formerly everything was cool. You know what I mean? Um, Both narcissists and borderline females will literally manufacture fights. There won't be anything wrong, and they'll just manufacture a fight. Like, for example, when the landlord kicked her dogs out, she acted like it was the biggest fucking problem in the world, and now she's moving out of my house, and it's literally been over 2 years since I've seen her. That's a perfect example. That's a perfect example. She wasn't getting from me the supply she wanted. She wanted a place to stay with her dogs. Soon as the landlord got in the way with that, boom, devaluement. Do you see how it switched to devaluement just from that environmental trigger? Now I'm a piece of shit because I'm asking the dogs to go. I was under threat of eviction if I didn't get the dogs to leave. So that's what it's like to be friends with a narcissist. Here I had gotten attached to this young woman. We had sex a couple times. I'll go so far as to say I probably love the person. I genuinely love the person. You know, and so that's why it can be super hard to be friends with a narcissistic individual, is because of those different stages that they go through in the relationship: the devaluement, the discard, the blocking, the unblocking, the silent treatments, which narcissistic females, they love silent treatment. Like, I've only spoken to the girl I care about like once in the last 2 years. Why is that? Because she gives me silent treatment. She's most likely punishing me for asking the dogs to go. I was under threat of eviction. The landlord said, "This is your final warning. I'm going to kick you out if you don't get rid of the dogs." She was trying to like sell the building anyway, so she was looking for any excuse to kick me out and then put me on a final warning for the dogs. So I had to have the dogs go. Immediately I'm in devaluement. Immediately I'm in discard. Now she's moving out of my apartment. I'm the biggest asshole in the world. Some of these girls are their own worst fucking enemy. Like, at the time when her dogs got kicked out, she was so upset about it, she went to the shelter with her sister, and then she ends up getting kicked out of the shelter. Fucking laughable shit, dude. She was staying with me for free. Why would you move out of your boyfriend's house where you're staying for free to go live at a shelter with your sister, unless you're a fucking idiot? Like I said, guys, these people can be their own worst enemy. They prove they have low IQ sometimes, the IQ of a banana. Here you have a great place to live, but you're going to move out to be with your sister at a homeless shelter. To me, that's brain dead type of behavior, like literal brain damage, like the person might be retarded for doing that. Why would you leave a perfectly cute apartment to go live at a homeless shelter unless you're fucking brain dead? So that's the frustration, guys like me that invest in these women. Here I had invested in this woman for years just for the end of our relationship, for her to ghost me, discard me, give me the silent treatment, act indifferent, acts like she don't care whether she sees me or not. That's part of the emotional abuse. I almost took my life from the same girl that I loved for about 10 years. I was trying to love this girl for 10 years, and she was borderline, and she was narcissist, and she had antisocial personality disorder. So she had the worst combination for a female. She was walking around as basically a heartless slut. That's how she lived her life. She was a heartless slut. She would literally just go dick to dick to dick. Literally might have like 10 boyfriends in 1 month. This girl has literally, to this day, if you asked her, hey, make a list of guys you're actively involved with, she'd write down 20 guys that she talks to on Facebook that she can manipulate for a place to stay. Because that's the narcissist. They want as much supply as they can get. So that's going to answer you guys' question without making this too long-winded of a video. Is being friends with a narcissist can be a good thing if all your needs are being met. If all their needs are met and all your needs are met and they're getting the narcissistic supply they want from you, then everything's going to be peas and gravy. Like, for example, my narcissistic friend that I was renting my house to. Rented my house to him for 7 years with a $400 discount from what I could have charged. I charged him $400 less for a 3-bedroom house than I could have, because he was getting a friend discount. During that whole time, we had a pretty positive relationship. We had crossed boundaries a few times. We had a couple threesomes together with his wife and things like that, things I shouldn't have done. So boundaries got crossed, with that situation. Boundaries were definitely crossed. But during that 7 years, like I said, things were stable. Things were mostly stable with me and him. He was happy because he was getting a discount on his rent. I was happy because he was home sitting my house and he was watching my house. In 2016, I got in trouble, went to jail. And this same kid watched my house for 7 years. That's why he got the discount he got, because I wasn't at the house. Um, so during that first few years, you know, he had his needs met. I was pretty happy overall. So everything was peas and carrots with me and him. So our friendship was pretty positive. You know what I mean? It was so positive that he was inviting me over to have sex with his wife. So that's an example of how being friends with a narcissist can seem positive. Like with me and him, everything was great for the first 5, 6 years. Everything with a narcissistic female that I was involved with was great for the first 5, 6 years. And until they start getting bored, they need those new shiny toys to play with. And then they'll take guys like me and just crinkle me up like a piece of trash and throw me out the window. That's what they do. They ghost people like me. They block people like me, people that are nice to them, people that go out of their way to help them. The same girl that has me ghosted right now, I had gone to court with her several times, at least twice. I had gone to court with her, had driven her to get bailed out of jail, let her stay with me at least 2 or 3 times on a discount. So you can literally bend over backwards for these fucking people and they'll still ghost you, still block you, still devalue you, because devaluement is part of the narcissistic relationship. And so to sum up this video, it depends on what cycle of the relationship you're in, how your friendship's going to go. Meanwhile, if things are going good with a narcissist, you still need to be on the lookout for those manipulative behaviors like gaslighting, you know, telling you you're doing things when you have no intention of doing them. You said this, you said that, things that are just to their benefit. So that's to sum up today's video, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Things can be great with a narcissistic friendship until they're not great, you know, until you reach that devaluement period, discard phase. You know, once you reach the discard phase, now you're being blocked. Now you're being ghosted. Now you're being gaslit. Everything's being blamed on you. Blame shifting. So that's it, guys. That's to answer your question. It depends on the stage of the relationship with the narcissist. If you like videos like this, you can like, subscribe. Appreciate you guys tuning in today's mental health video on what it's like to be friends with a narcissist. It can be peas and carrots. I mean, the same girl, the same narcissistic female I was involved with. One night we had bomb sex. So was it that bad being a narcissist friend that night? Probably not. So it can be both gravy and it can be hell. It can literally be that simple, guys. You can like, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like this video. Maybe share it with a fellow friend just for the hell of it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. Hope you guys have a good one. Until next time, Steve-O signing out. Feel free to check out merch if you want to check out merch. You can check out my Amazon listings. That's you go to Amazon, type in Faith Rising, which is FAITHRIZING. That's going to be Faith Rising. And that'll not only help me, but you'll be able to get a good gift. I have 500 shirts listed, FAITHRIZING, into the Amazon search bar and filter for new releases. You'll be seeing some of my t-shirts, some of my pillows, some of my products. If you guys are interested in merch, you can check out those listings. Till next time, thanks for tuning in, guys. Love y'all. Bye.